Hi everyone, this is a message about personal development. This is something very close to my heart. So I think the biggest problem on the planet, and this comes from my teacher's insight as well, is growth amnesia. So we just forget we're here to grow. So when we're moving with spirit, we're open to growth, and there's a stepping forward of growth, there's getting support with growth, there's building greater resources inside to change yourself, change as your life is showing you need to change. So overcoming resistance inside, overcoming obstacles inside, things that are difficult emotions, different thoughts, old traumas, all that sort of stuff, it can be overcome. That's the triumph of the spirit right there. The ego says, I can't move. Because of what happened to me, I can't change. Because of what happened to me, I can't invest in myself. I can't invest in this. I've got to stay safe. That's all ego. It's all trauma based. So growth amnesia is like it's not even realizing we're meant to grow and that you can grow. So a big idea with martial arts training I've found is that it builds up the warrior energy inside the body. Also connecting with other major archetypes like the king or the queen, the warrior, the magician and the lover. They're really key 4 archetypes inside. So a lot of magic comes from here. Magic and understanding love and how to protect love, how to build more love into your life, how to build more positivity into your life. Letting all that in. It can be all around you, but you just don't let it in. That's a big thing. Coming from a trauma background as myself, I understand these things quite deeply, and I work with trauma nearly every day as a therapist. So the triumph of the spirit is that the body's showing you need to change through pain, through illnesses, through chronic fatigue, mystery illnesses especially. A lot of them are emotional based, trauma based, and that can be overcome skillfully. So the real deep stuff, you don't work on yourself with alone. So doing it alone is it's really a self-sabotage mechanism. It's a part of you that doesn't feel worthy enough to get support, even doesn't want to let love in, doesn't really want to change, and that's a real key thing. Big thing I noticed inside a lot of people, I just don't want to change. So given the option, they won't change, and that's more common than there is other way around. So that's fine too. We've got to honor where people are at. So one thing my teacher taught me was that in healing work, some people will move with you. So as you grow, they'll grow with you. Others will stay the same. As you grow, they stay the same. And others, as you grow, they will do everything to make sure they devolve pretty much. So they do exactly opposite to what you're doing. So it's really important when you're doing growth work, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a therapist, just good mother, good father, that kind of thing, that you keep growing yourself. That's really important. So the people who come into your life, they're showing you things that you need to expand here, or you could expand here. They're showing you mirrors and polarities of where you can make more growth inside yourself, especially when there's triggers. Triggers show us where we're not free yet, where we need to let more love in, more understanding, more resourcefulness, or just more boundary as well, so more understanding of ourselves. So when these external mirrors come, so for example with my healing work, I'll have people come, and I've learned a lot of different techniques. I treat people through at least 5 different lenses, all the way from biomechanical to neurological to fascial work to trauma release, emotion, removing curses even from people that's come up before. People being told they don't have permission to move forward, that's a big one, that's a form of a curse right there. So the spiritual work too, so all the way up. That's that's how I've had to heal myself, and that's how I help heal people too. So I'll have someone come, and I with all the training that I've done, it's like it doesn't make any change, like almost no change in that person. I want to be able to help them. They've come to me for help. I want to be able to help them, and yet nothing I do seems to help. So what I'll do, I'll go learn different techniques. I'll keep my mind open. What do I need to learn here? What is this person teaching me here? And one big one, it can be just, you're not meant to heal some people. They're not meant to change. You're meant to just witness how a soul doesn't want to grow and hold space for that without judgment. That's huge inner growth for me and for them too, to have someone just hold space. You can be who you want to be. That's hugely healing, and actually healing starts to happen because of that. Or different patterning, neurological conditions, that sort of thing. So I'll go learn these things. Then when I go learn them, I realise, wow, this is very useful for my own body. It's useful for my training. It's useful how I teach people. Useful for how I think now. There's another lens to think through here that can help some people that I wouldn't have understood before. Although when I go to teach the person who really wasn't able to grow, wasn't able to change with the techniques I was doing, I teach them that method that I know that's that person, that technique will help. They don't want to borrow it. That's very, very common. Okay, so I don't force these things, because I honour where that person's at. But in the end, who gets the value of it is myself and all the people who I can help by having that lens and that new technique, who I've never met. I also help so many people across the world through YouTube, through Facebook, through Instagram. Never met them, but they're open to what I've learned, and it's because of clients I went and learned how can I help this person more, and they didn't want to borrow the new technique or another way of viewing things, because it would make them change, it would help them get better. And there's usually a compensation that's getting you from staying stuck. And there's a heavy feeling of unworthiness. I don't deserve this. It can be karmic things as well. Too scared of letting love in, that's another one.